Prague is the capital and largest city in the Czech Republic. It is situated in the northwest of the country on the Vltava River. The city boasts some of the most picturesque architectural landmarks in Europe, and with its medieval streets, world-class museums, and Baroque-style churches and bridges, Prague is an excellent tourist destination. Before we get into the top 10 things to do in Prague, we've included links in the description to various discount codes and links to resources of things to do, so make sure you check those out. At number 10 is the Charles Bridge. The Charles Bridge in Prague is a historic stone bridge that is rich in statues and decorative lamps. It crosses the Vltava River and connects the Old Town and the New Town. Its construction started in 1357 under King Charles IV and finished at the beginning of the 15th century, with the striking statues added in the 17th century. One of the most beautiful bridges in Europe, it is a must-see for any visitor. Number 9 is Prague Castle. Prague Castle is a castle complex dating from the 9th century. It is one of the largest ancient castles in the world and is classed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The vast castle complex with buildings revealing architecture from Roman style to Gothic and 20th century is one of the most important cultural institutions in the Czech Republic. Located in Hradčany, this fairy tale castle is without a doubt one of the city's most popular tourist attractions. At number 8 is PETŘÍN Tower. The PETŘÍN Lookout Tower is one of the most prominent landmarks of Prague. It was built as part of the Jubilee exhibition in 1891 and was inspired by the Eiffel Tower. It is 63.5 meters high, and 299 steps lead to its peak. With the view from its top, it overlooks not only the whole city, but on a clear day, you can see nearly all of Bohemia. At number 7, explore the Old Town Square. The square is home to some of the most historic attractions in the city, including the Old Town Hall, one of the best places to get a bird's-eye view of the city, and the Prague Astronomical Clock, a beautiful timepiece dating back to the 1400s. Known for its beautiful architecture, colorful history, and vibrant atmosphere, the square hasn't changed much since it was established in the 12th century when it functioned as the city's original marketplace. Number 6 is Prague Astronomical Clock. Whilst in the Old Town Square, watch the spectacle of the mechanical clock marking the turn of an hour. The clock itself is on the south face of the town hall and is the pride of Prague. It was built in the 15th century and is widely regarded as one of the best preserved medieval mechanical clocks in the world. Take a tour of the clock tower and learn about the history, significance, and meaning of this remarkable piece of medieval engineering. Get spectacular views of the city from the top and see the insides of this amazing astronomical clock. At number 5 is St. Vitus Cathedral. Built over a time span of almost 600 years, St. Vitus is one of the most richly endowed cathedrals in Central Europe. Many treasures await visitors, including the 14th century mosaic of the Last Judgment and the tomb of Charles IV, to the ornate chapel of St. Wenceslas and the Art Nouveau stained glass by Alphonse Mucha. Number 4 is Prague Zoo. Prague Zoo opened in 1931 and during its existence has risen to become one of the most prestigious zoos in the world. With over 4,600 animals living in the zoo, visitors can explore 12 pavilions and 150 exhibits over 58 hectares. There is also a chairlift, mini train, observation tower, paddling pool, and children's zoo to be enjoyed by all the family. At number 3 is Wenceslas Square. The historic Wenceslas Square is one of the main city squares and the center of the business and cultural communities in the town of Prague. Many historic events occurred in the square, and it is a traditional setting for celebrations and other public gatherings. More a broad boulevard than a typical city square, it was originally a medieval horse market, and the square was named after Bohemia's patron saint during the nationalist revival of the mid-19th century. Number 2 is the Prague City Museum. This excellent museum, opened in 1898, is devoted to the history of Prague from prehistoric times to the 20th century. It is located next to Florenc metro station and houses historical artifacts, documents, and weapons and maps documenting the history of Prague. The highlight of the museum is a huge cardboard model of the city created between 1826 and 1813 by Antonian Langweil. And at number 1 is a river cruise. Seeing Prague from the river Vltava is a unique experience and offers a way to see many historic buildings and monuments from a different perspective. Cruises within the city are competitively priced and often include lunch or dinner, depending on the time of day you choose to embark. Encounter the very grand and historic Charles Bridge from below and spot the magnificent Prague Castle in the distance. The river cruise is a brilliant experience for any visitor. So that sums up our top 10 things to do in Prague. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Until next video, have a great day.